We are back. NBA Top Shot Takes, or as Greg would say, Top Hot Takes. We are here.
That's right.
Welcome. We have a special guest. This is our first ever guest. This is a pretty big deal. We have a guest. Dustin, thank you so much for hanging today.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Wow, my Wi-Fi went out.
Uh-oh.
This is good. Greg, we're live right now, man. We're live. Anybody understands the importance?
Hey, I am here. I'm happy. I'm excited. Thanks for having me. Big fan of the show. Wow. Also a big fan of all things Dunbar. So that's great. Anyways, excited to be here to chat. I think you guys are doing awesome stuff. And I want to just sort of give my take on Top Shot.
Nice. We're here for it. Now, I think you started to allude to something before we started about how Greg was introduced to Top Shot. And now I'm both intrigued and offended because I thought I was like the trailblazer for the first time in my life, bringing a new idea to Greg that he was going to be into versus the other way around.
This is the funny thing. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know who came first here. However, I will tell my story. Okay.
It is the case.
So here's what happened. Probably I'd say 2 months ago, maybe, Greg, is when, maybe roughly that, maybe a month and a half, I started getting promoted tweets towards me, right? Like I was getting it, and it knew I'm into sports and NBA and all that stuff. So I would see it, I engaged with it, I clicked on it, and I said, this is cool, this is interesting. I'm not sure I totally grasp it yet. I slacked it to Greg. He ignored it for about 2.5 weeks. And then he finally slacked me back about it, like a million slacks in between there. And he was just like, hey, I stayed up till like 4 a.m. doing research on this. I'm all in on it. And I was like, what? Like, you finally realized it. So then we connected the next morning. We wrapped our heads around the concept and everything. And obviously we were both all in and started to snatch some cards up. And this is probably close to 2 months ago, but we certainly missed some opportunity. Even in those 2 weeks, right? There was opportunity for not only packs, but like moments, series one stuff, all that kind of stuff. But it was really funny to just talk about, because literally 2 weeks went by, and then he replies back and he's like, I don't know what happened. Did something else? It might've been you, Mike. You might've pinged him about it too. Yeah. And then that set the wheels in motion.
It was, yeah. That's exactly what happened. It's one of my biggest regrets, because we were 2 weeks later than we could have been in the mix. And the best part is that that's not the first time that's happened. Like, I remember there was a band, Dustin told me about it, or I found a band on Spotify that I was subscribed to, and I came in one day to the office and I was like, I'm obsessed with this band. You gotta check them out. And Dustin was like, bro, I told you to follow them on Spotify like a month ago. I'm like, you're gonna love them. That. So yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Lesson learned. I will listen next time. It felt like a lot of work. I didn't get it. I saw it and I was like, eh.
It was the first time, because I probably found it then right around the same time you did, Dustin, because I feel like it's been like 2 months now. And what was so wild was that I bought like 2 packs because you could just buy them. Right. Yeah. And I was like, well, I guess I'll get 2 more. And then I was the buzz was starting to happen a little bit. Some people I follow who stream some stuff were talking about it. I'm like, man, I wonder if this is going to get harder to get packs. And then I got like 10 or 11 after that. And I'm glad that I did. And I didn't pull nothing too crazy, a couple of bronze or whatever, but I'm just glad that I was able to accumulate some stuff, because it really did. It was like overnight, all of a sudden you couldn't get anything unless you were getting it through the marketplace.
It was definitely like an overnight explosion. It went from us barely hearing about it, knowing about it. Then those 2 weeks we jumped in, we started grabbing stuff, and it was like, you couldn't get anything. Everything was instantly sold out, and you had to participate in Discord to find out drops. Like, you just had to put in work to get anything. So
you really do. And I'm thankful for, I feel like we shout them out every week, but the First Mint podcast, but mainly their Twitter handle, only because it allows me not to sift through the Discord as aggressively as it was before, because it seems like they will fire out information after it happens. Because the Discord, man, it is a tough scene. There's a lot happening. There's a lot of conspiracy stuff in there.
I've gotten engaged in there, and it's like you just got to pull back, because it's exactly that. You start firing off stuff, and then it's in slow mode enabled, and you can't really have a conversation. And you're like, I'm out. I'm going to jump to a different one. I'm out of
here. What would you say is like not the coolest, but what buy or pack that you opened have you like most excited about? Like what moment are you most excited about that you have?
There's definitely a moment that I bought that I'm excited to have. I'll get to that after, but in terms of packs, I pulled some low serials. I got like a Zach LaVine kind of 3 step back. I think it was in the it was like top 20. It was like 18 or something like. It was like a really low serial that I was pretty stoked about. And I'm a Bruin guy, so Zach's awesome, and I've been following his career for a very long time. So I'm excited that he's popping off this year.
Yeah.
In terms of moments that I've bought, there's one. I'll talk about another one that I would really love to get, but I'm gonna watch the market price on it. But I bought the Luka game-winning 3 against the Clippers in the bubble. So obviously, being a Laker fan, it's a nice little dig towards the Clipper fans. But it's just, I remember that moment. It's big, like it's playoffs. It was a unique season, right? And that 3 was just money, and almost catapulted Luka to just be like, this dude is like top 5, I guess, and was like a huge moment. And I think that a ton of NBA fans will remember. So that was one that I bought. The price has sort of fluctuated, but it's a low edition. It's an LE. It's something that I think people remember. And Luka is just, I think, still the sky's the limit for that guy. I'm hoping he gets a ring at some point, but that's one I'm happy I own. There's another moment that Greg also purchased, which is LeBron. I don't think you can go wrong with anything LeBron, regardless of what the serial is. But it's the no look 3, right?
It's so
another
cool.
moment, so cool. Every highlight, every Instagram basketball account you follow posted it. Like, it's just one that everyone remembers, and I think is going to be one that people are going to want down the line. I got a pretty decent serial on that, so I'm happy about it. Greg snatched up a couple of those, I think, right?
I'm up to 3 actually.
Dunbar's style of collecting is so fun, right? I'm like trying to find one specific moment of like certain players. I'm like, I need a Jokic, I need an Embiid. Greg's like, I'm gonna zero in on 2 or 3 players, and I'm gonna get 50 or 60 of those moments.
Yeah, that is Greg for sure.
Listen, quantity over quality. Quantity over quality.
He's definitely sent me some guys where he's like, I bought a bunch of these, and I'm like, okay, we'll see how that goes. All right. I'm just happy that he's engaging with it. My son popped in to get his Switch. He's probably playing Fortnite.
Yeah. Greg's like, if Daniel Tice has a really good second half of his career, I'm retiring by 35.
Low risk.
He's on the Dogecoin. He's on the Dogecoin train, right? That's what he's doing.
Hey, I can't make fun of that. We might be on that same train right now.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely, and I've talked about this. Sort of my, I guess, Top Shot take is moments, right? The thing is called moments, right? So I am trying to get. I'm also playing the field a little bit like with Greg and getting some different things that I feel like this is a good player. It's a cool moment, and it's probably only 1 or 2 that exist for that player. So I think it's good to have, and it's Series 1. Any of that stuff is just really great. But moments, right? Like that Luka one, the LeBron one I talked about. I'm like I think the Vince Carter moment is super cool. I do think there's going to be a lot of fans of I'm a little bit older than you guys, my age, that are coming in, and they've got some money to play with, right? They're going to do it. They grew up watching Vince, and that's his moment. They're going to say, that's cool, I want it. And people that have like big bucks are just going to continue to come in even more so than now and say, I want those Vince Carter moments, right? They're going to snatch that stuff up. I think moments are something to remember and realize. So I don't think I talked about the other moment that I have my eye on that I'm going to sort of see how the price is. I do think it's probably at an okay price right now. It's just pretty high to say for me, right? But it's the LeBron dunk that was emulating Kobe Bryant about a month after his passing, and I think that is a really cool moment to have. There's like minted versions of it and stuff, and the one that exists as like a common, I would say, but it's a Series 1 LE of 1,000. Very limited group of people are going to have this. And it's like a month basically after Kobe's passing, and I'm a Kobe guy, obviously. And it's just an iconic representation of the dunk that Kobe did, and it's a really cool moment. Like, to me, spending, the lowest available right now, we'll save it so we can have a time capsule of it, right, is $7,800 for 909 out of 1,000, which is like not the worst investment I don't think you can make. It's not that high, but we may be talking that's like a $25,000 moment in like 4 months, 5 months. I don't know.
Right. I know. And that's one of those things too, where LeBron specifically, this moment specifically, I don't think it ever gets lower than that.
Yeah.
Right. Like I don't see, I mean, unless Top Shot like completely fails, that I think is like the floor. It's only going up from that. I think that's such an interesting conversation too, because I know we talked about it when we opened the Holo pack last week, the Tobias Harris, where we like, cool, we got Tobias Harris pass to Tyrese Maxey. Like, and that's not a very sexy, exciting moment. I mean, Tyrese Maxey's in it. That's actually what's funny about that is right. The coolest part of the moment is the other dude in it. Like, it's not even Tobias Harris, but it's one of those things where like, if it is a rare, if it's like there's only 100 of them, right? So like that value, I think, will always still be there. But when you take a look at like Anthony Davis's moment in that same pack, or Steph Curry's, the moment's more impressive. And so I do think you're right. Like the moment catapults the value. I think the player's name obviously is always going to help. Like if so-and-so is going to make the Hall of Fame, there's always going to be like a floor there for value.
Totally.
But when you see like an incredible dunk, or like Luka's is a great point. I wish I'd purchased that because that was cheap for a little bit. But that Luka game-winning 3, I mean, that was such an iconic moment in like a crazy ass time in the world too, right? Like in the bubble, it's just like Clippers team that's falling apart, Luka ascending. Like that was such an incredible moment.
Speaking of which, I also bought the bubble footage, and this was a conversation I had with Greg. Was like, I think bubble footage is going to be something that's really cool. If you think about it, if this continues and Top Shot is a thing for many years to come, which we all hope, 7 years from now, bubble footage is going to be so cool because it's going to be a thing of the past, right? We hope, right? It's going to be a thing of the past, and to have that stuff is just going to be awesome. So another moment I bought that I was pretty stoked about was the Kawhi Leonard block on Jamal Murray, where he gets it with his fingertips, right? And it's bubble footage. And I sent it to my buddy who's a diehard Clipper fan. And I was like, this is a cool moment if you want to buy, like, it wasn't too crazy expensive. It's still like relatively affordable, all things considered. And it's a cool moment. And he was like, I don't want anything to do with that moment. It's like a bad memory because we blew that series. And I didn't think about it that way. That's funny. But for me, I was like, I remember that moment. It was such an insane block. Cool players, bubble, like all that thing, I think is a very memorable playoffs, and it's a really cool one. It's Kawhi, all that stuff, but he was like, no, I want nothing to do with that series or any of that, which I thought was funny.
But when he told me, I went out and bought 9 Daniel Tice bubble footage moments. To the moon, baby. To the moon.
I will say,
bubble footage. It helps. I think it helps.
But think about it. Like all the moments, hopefully moving forward, say next season, are all going to have fans in the background. And this is a whole group of moments, except for like the throwbacks or the run it back, whatever they call it. None of them will have fans in it.
Right.
You know, and I think that I wonder what that will do to the value of those things later in life. But I think the moment things are, and we have talked about this a little bit. The cooler the moment, like I'd write Derek Jones Jr. makes a sick block versus Jokic hitting an 18-footer. Right?
I have a Derek Jones Jr. block. That was I think it was a Cool Cats moment. Yeah. And it was a pack pull. So it was a Derek Jones Jr. block on LeBron. It was like 999 serial, which I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's a little bit cooler, and he's just like fun to watch. He's like a cool player. I don't know that he's going to be a to the moon guy, but it's a cool thing. At least he's blocking LeBron versus blocking like KCP. Like I think it just ups the value. Still, that's the value of the moment, right? Who's in it? What's happening? Where was it? All of that stuff.
Yeah, that's so. And I don't think that has evened itself out in the market yet. Like I think we'll learn as time goes on, like, oh yeah, the block on LeBron, like a block on LeBron is worth more than a block on KCP, like you said. But I don't think everyone is like clocking that yet.
Yeah. I think, there's a lot of new collectors. It's a new thing. So people are just jumping to say like, LaMelos or Wiseman. And I think those are still good. Like I'm obviously I'm a Laker guy. I was a huge Lonzo guy at UCLA. So I'm a fan of LaMelo too. I do think he has a better trajectory probably at this point than Lonzo, but I think there's going to be maybe more moments that come out that still get the rookie badge that are probably going to be a little bit cooler and maybe more desirable than Gordon Hayward's jump shot. I don't know. So we'll see.
I feel bad that that's their first moment. Like that's the one the NBA picked. Like, can't we?
I think technically, I could be wrong, but I think technically it might be his first assist, which is why that was chosen. So if you're getting his first assist, cool. But maybe if you get his first step back 3 or you get his first like dunk, maybe that's going to be cooler. I don't know.
I would think so.
Did he not have points in that game?
No, I'm sure he scored. He didn't go like 0 for 11. Yeah, I'm
That's
sure he
the
scored
weirdest.
a bucket. But
That's the weirdest choice. I mean, maybe that was the first thing on the stat sheet for him. I don't know, but
Yeah.
maybe, but I'm not jumping for joy for that right now. We'll see.
Yeah. I know. And the market went wild with that. Like the cheapest LaMelo you can get right now is like $800. I'm like, I don't know. I mean,
He's
maybe
playing great. I'm
He
happy
is.
for him, and it's cool. I agree. I just wish it was a better moment for me to get
Yeah.
excited about. I think something a little bit cooler would just skyrocket. It'd already be over 1,000 if it was a cooler play.
And that play will have the suite of badges, right? It'll have all 4 probably.
First moment, rookie, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I forget what the
first. I know. Well, first moment is one.
Mhm.
Debut game, rookie year, rookie game. You're right. I do forget what the fourth one is too.
Yeah, I always forget what the fourth one is. All right, listen. We've been doing this for 15 minutes and we haven't opened a pack yet. And
I know the viewers are scrambled out of here.
Receiving some hate mail.
You've gone from 0 to 0.
0 to 0. Listen, we're an audio podcast. That's where we make our big bucks. Okay, I'm not worried about the views, Greg. All right. Dustin, did you accumulate packs?
I've got a couple of packs. Yeah, I've got a couple of packs. I was talking to Greg. I'm hoping my internet connection's good. My son is probably streaming Fortnite and gobbling up the upload speeds. So we'll see how it goes. But I purchased a couple of packs recently. It was Greg was texting me. It was like late at night on Thursday, and there was a couple that hit, and I was able to get 2. And I said, I'm going to save them. I was like, I'm going to save them and sell them one day. I'm not going to sell them. I don't care. I'm going to rip them open, right? But Greg was like, oh, on our show, and he told me about this. I was like, yeah, let's rip them on here and see what we get.
Awesome. So yeah, let's do it.
Full disclosure, I was texting you after Mike was texting me that it was happening. So
all right, so Mike gets credit.
Yeah, I get credit.
Thank you, Mike.
So I think he owns a percentage of both of our packs.
Is that what we're doing? Yeah. Well, then, Greg, you guys being on the West Coast, I feel like have an advantage. I can't tell you how many like 1:30 a.m. text messages I've gotten from Greg being like, "Packs,
yeah,
packs are out.
Don't sleep."
I was happy it was like 8:30 rather than because Greg has definitely texted me at like 2 a.m. He's like, I saw you tweet something, so you're probably awake. But I was
trying to be respectful, so I watched the Twitter, see how long it's been.
There's a scheduled tweet, Greg.
So Dustin, you have 2. You have 2, right?
Let me see. Yeah, let me see if I can share my screen and do this. Let's hopefully connection's good. Try it out. So share screen. Here we go.
We should be able to add you in a second. Here we go.
All right. Can we see this, guys?
We can see it.
Okay. Let's go.
We gotta get music. We gotta get music for this part at some point.
You want me to put this music on? I don't know if it'll do anything.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll play through.
We tried it. It just gets muddled.
All right. Well, let's just get right to it. So base set series 2, release 15.
And there's some LaMelos in this pack too, right? Well, not necessarily this specific pack, but in this drop, right?
I think so.
Yeah, drop 15. That was the 25K one, where they came back and pulled the
25K. Oh wow, I didn't know that. All right, I'm gonna start on the right. Greg starts on the left. I'm gonna go on the right.
There we go.
All right,
do it.
All right, let's do it. Common Heat 3-pointer.
Oh, we're gonna get some hero poster boy.
Ooh, nice step back. Get off me.
Decent cereal.
Yeah.
What is that edition sales stats thing?
Is he wearing he's wearing the Grinches too. He's wearing the Kobe proto Grinch shoes too.
Oh, I like those. Fire. Yeah, I don't know what those edition sales stats are. I don't think I've seen that.
Is that new?
That is new, I think.
All right. Well,
that's a good start. Yeah, that's a good start.
All right. We'll go right to left.
Those cereal crisp.
Okay.
3. All right.
There we go.
Nice little dime to 8.
That is a nice pass.
Ooh. Splits the D.
Although it's against Alex Len, so
that's true. Out of the league in a few years.
Yeah.
Who's gonna remember him? All right.
That's a good one. So far, this is decent right now.
Yeah, I mean, considering they're 15K, those serial numbers are good.
And I've heard of both players.
There we go. There were some handles.
Oh, I heard you guys talk about OG. You said you compared him to a baseball player.
I think so. Is this the Jackie Bradley Jr. comparison?
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
If he's money on defense, and then every 19th game he does a
Yeah.
offensive
Yeah.
thing.
He does
But
this, yeah.
because you don't expect any offense, when it comes, it's like really cool.
JBJ, baby.
All right. Well, this I think was a pretty decent cereal as well. So
Wow,
Yeah.
that is those cereals are unmatched.
Yeah. Wow.
it's pretty good to be, I think, that low. This is probably the winner of all of them. He's obviously
Yeah,
the
I think
poster boy,
so.
All
Now,
right. Well,
it feels like you're free rolling on that pack now, just with the
Yeah.
Tyler Hero. Like that gets your value back.
there's my baller status. We're making moves, guys. All right.
Nice.
Let's go to the second pack. Here we go.
Here we go.
So this was from release 14, where there were only 3,000 available.
Yeah.
So
Here we go. We got maybe a Zion sighting here.
Let's see. What do we do? Which side are we going? Stick to the same?
I think you got to stick to the same just because of how successful those
All right.
cereals were.
7-3. All right. Dunk. Melton.
D'Anthony Melton, huh?
Ooh, I mean, it's a nice play. I have
It
one
is.
of these. I have a low cereal on this. It's a nice play. He's, TBD on his career.
Yeah.
out of
And
12.
over the Lakers.
That
Actually,
helps.
He's doing pretty good, actually, over the
Yeah, he's doing
with the
pretty good.
Grizzlies.
Um,
We don't hate it.
no, we don't hate it.
We got a big block.
Troy Brown Jr. Okay, this is not probably what I wanted, but
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
it's
I
on
always
Avery
root-
Bradley, former
Yeah,
Laker.
Yeah.
Mike, give me a MLB for Troy Brown.
Pick somebody in double A. Anybody
Yeah.
in double A.
Oh,
Troy, I
that's
feel
good.
bad. I root for Troy Brown Jr. because he was like decent last year, but he was decent because the Wizards had nobody. So they were running him
Yeah.
out there for 30 minutes a game. He's not great.
I'm
sure he's nice.
Oh,
we gonna
Laker.
dunk?
Oh, we got a
AD.
Laker.
Oh, this
Ooh.
is nice.
From Braun.
Another
that.
low cereal, too.
Yeah,
Damn.
This is
That's
good.
the
There you
winner
go.
so far.
You got your value back again.
yeah, I'm happy with that.
These are free packs.
That's great. Yeah, those are easily. I mean, the Melton and stuff's not going to get me anything, but the Hero and AD from each pack, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna-
save
gonna
that Troy Brown. Save that Troy Brown Jr. just to give to a friend as a gift. When someone signs up for Top Shot for the first time, you're like, hey,
Yeah.
I had a gift for you. Here's your
I
first.
might
Mike, give
list
me
it.
Van Vliet. Van Vliet.
I did.
Yeah,
give you
Fred
some.
Van
That was my gift, my sign-up gift from my.
That's a nice one. That's a nice
Yeah.
one. It's a good play.
It was
It's better
below
than Troy
cereal.
Brown.
I don't think you realize how low that cereal was.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
To the moon, and then he put up what 52.
He did like
Yeah,
immediately.
So
It's a
that
it's a Dunbar effect.
that AD is what cereal was it? 2000s.
It's like in the 2000s. Yeah,
It's like 20.
Yeah, so 20
23.
looks like the minimum is like 25 bucks,
Yeah.
but that's
Printing
the
money.
minimum right now. Yeah.
We're printing money over here. That's great. I like it.
All
Greg,
right.
do you
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Should I
Greg,
go next?
Oh, let's because you have two as well, right?
No, I just have one.
Oh, you just have one. You open one. You had two. You lying person.
Did I?
You had-
No, I only had one, I think.
I thought you got two.
No, I stayed in line for the second, but never got it.
Okay.
I didn't because I only got from like the big 25K. I
Oh,
missed
okay.
the first two.
All right.
I'm
Let's
just
do it.
closing up. My,
Yeah, we'll each open ours, then we can get Dustin out of here because I know we've kept you long enough already.
All right.
All right, Greg. What are we hoping for here, Greg? What MLB comparisons are you
Daniel
looking
Thies.
for? Just give me
I have enough. I
three
have enough.
chases. That was your first ever take. Was that your goal? You wanted to get like serial numbers 2450, 2451, and 2452 all next to each
my,
other.
my
Right?
take was maybe when they eventually allow batch sales, maybe a consecutive string of serial numbers may be worth a fraction more. Is it going to be Daniel Tice? Probably not. Okay, you guys see this?
Yep.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
It's interesting that they're squares. The
I
pack
like-
is a square.
It is.
Little
Was it?
cotton wrappers.
Yeah, that was you that said that, right, Greg?
I mean, I heard it in the Discord.
Oh,
Actually,
can-
saw some aggressively photoshopped condoms. Okay,
Jesus.
I'm going
wrong.
left to right. Going left to right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ish
Nope.
Smith. No, I'm just kidding.
Trey Young.
Oh,
there we
Trey.
go.
Nice.
That's an
Okay.
yeah, not a terrible serial number. That'll get your money back.
Yeah.
We like Trey Young. Trey Young's he's gonna be a sexy,
Yeah.
a sexy player.
He's still
to have.
good. Yeah, that's great.
Is
You want
he?
to have him in
He's
your collection.
yeah. He how many years in the league does he have? I'm trying to avoid it. Is he young?
This is third, right?
Third.
Year? All right.
You're good.
You know, I just rewatched Silicon Valley last night. I should have done middle out. I'm gonna go over here.
Deep cuts.
Oh, that
Ooh.
cereal. Oof.
Michael Porter Jr.
This is fine. Michael Porter Jr. is nice. Except
Yeah.
he's got some off the court takes that are a little controversial, but on the court, fun guy to root for.
I have this play too. It's not the sexiest play you've seen or best dunk, but it is Michael Porter Jr., which is cool. He's a good player, yeah, and he has a lot of potential.
Okay.
Yeah, he might not get the vaccine, but he is he's gonna throw him down.
All right. Last but not least,
Here we go.
Let's let this pack redeem itself.
Here we go.
Ooh, I
Wow,
like
that's a
that.
low set.
Oh,
Robin
Lopez.
Lopez. Here we go. Shout out to Disney one time. Lopez loves Disney.
He does, yeah.
This is my. Oh wait, this is Robin Lopez. Yeah, this is the crazy one. It's not loaded for me, but this is the one where he does like the crazy layup.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is. It is.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a crime for them to call this a jump shot. Look at this circus.
This is my favorite moment. I feel like this is one of the few that qualifies for a meme moment in
Yeah.
the set so far.
You
I
might
will
have to
take-
edit that. We need the fans to see the shot.
Yeah,
Can you guys see it? You guys can see it?
it's
it's rough.
buffering.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah, he's a huge Disney guy. We actually saw him at Comic-Con, I think, walking around in full cosplay.
Really?
Yeah. I definitely did.
Wow. Well, if he was there, you definitely saw him. He is massive.
Yeah, he was in Hall H, Greg.
Is it Chewbacca?
I think he might have been like Robin Hood or something. It was not what I expected it to
Robin
be. Yeah, it was something very different.
It's like illegal for Robin Hood to be 7 feet tall.
It's got to be.
It's a
funny
good
for that.
serial though, and it is a crazy play, that's for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take that. That redeems the pack for me. That's my favorite. As someone who doesn't know the depth of the NBA, I think that's hysterical.
it is.
That shot that made it in.
That is
So-
a good. I know you like the meme moment. I do think that counts. Maybe not at Taco Fall level, but
Oh,
that is a meme moment.
It's
All right,
up there though.
it is. All right, we'll open this one. Get you out of here. We need a LaMelo at some point, right?
Yeah, I think so. I saw a ton of people getting LaMelos and Zions from these packs.
Yeah.
recently. Or
And
it
there's
felt
supposed to
like it.
Yeah, it did feel, and there was supposed to be like a lot of Lucas too. All right, we'll start in
Yeah.
the middle then. We'll go
That
middle
was the
out.
other one I saw. Yeah, middle out.
Here we go. So Miami Heat, Bam.
Bam.
I have so much Bam out of Bayou.
I mean, he's not a bad player to have a lot of.
No,
I'm a big fan of him. I love those uniforms too.
I do too. I snagged one of his like low serial Eastern Conference Finals one, like right before the site went bonkers.
Nice.
And that's a good one. I like that one. I like it. We like Bam.
Yeah.
We like Bam. All right, here we go. Ooh, is this
Clippers.
Clippers?
Clippers.
Surge.
Oh, some Surge. Finally, Surge. I'm gonna be honest. I thought this was Patrick Patterson at first, and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Patrick Patterson is on the NBA Top Shower. Ooh, whoops! I didn't mean to click out of that. Yeah, we'll
Two
take
alley-oops.
Surge. I
Two
like
alley-oops
Surge.
so far.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This
First
is
year as a
gonna.
Clipper.
oh,
Ooh, 410.
Oh, D'Angelo.
Elo. All right. I saw this play. This is a nice little play. It's a low
Yeah.
serial.
That is a low serial smooth D'Angelo. I was just on another podcast talking about D'Angelo, who made the all big stats bad team player. Yeah, he's gonna put up those numbers. He's actually
Julius Randle's doing the same thing. He's doing the same thing this year.
Yeah, but Julius Randle's winning games this year.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Like, obviously, former Laker, and I
Yeah.
don't think just it was what it was, right? The Lakers were trying to get somewhere else, and
Yeah.
I'm happy he's doing some work over there. I'm rooting for him. He's playing his butt off, and the Knicks are pretty good. They got a nice little fun team. If I'm a Knicks fan, I'm excited about what they have.
Yeah, I do too. I've always rooted for Julius Randle and D'Angelo Russell too, actually. So I was happy to see like D'Lo got some love with the Nets, and then I was like, "Nah, his career's about to take off now." D'Lo figured it out, and then he didn't. But
Get me to
Julius,
Minnesota.
yeah,
Yeah.
Poor Minnesota fans.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
How good is it feel to have another NBA fan on the show for one?
I gotta say, it is nice not trying to think of what baseball players.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. Dustin, thanks for coming on, man. We really
you got it.
First official guest. I'm sure this will be update your LinkedIn for this. This
is my Top Shot moment.
Yes.
They should mint this. My first appearance on the show. I love it. I want to see it. But
great.
yeah, thank you guys.
Anytime you have packs, you are more than welcome. Anytime at all, you're welcome. But if you got packs,
sounds good. We should, and definitely during playoffs, that'll be good too.
Yeah. The play. Oh man, I can't wait for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here.
Before you leave, Dustin, you should know there's the gift they've announced. The pack drop of the gift. If you've been on the platform before, sometime in mid-February,
February 10th or something.
Yeah. So that we don't know when that's going to happen. Could be any minute, but we'll activate the text tree. Don't worry.
Oh yes, please do.
I'm sure Dustin will actually be you letting Dunbar know, and then him getting back to you in late April.
Yes, correct.
Exactly.
All right, thanks again for coming on, man.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
That was Dustin. I was just about to be like, that was Dustin. We're gonna plug his social media, and so I don't know that stuff off the top of my head. But hey, shout out to Dustin.
Shout out to Dustin. We'll get it all. We'll put it all in the handles and stuff.
All in post.
Yeah.
That was good. We get some. I am very impressed by the low cereals that came out of that.
You know what's interesting? I feel like looking at the Discord and everyone screenshotting their packs, a lot of low cereals. Like maybe people were just only screenshotting the good packs, which makes sense too. But it seemed like there were a ton of like 3-digit, some 2-digit cereals from that recent pack drop. So.
Yeah. This 410. I wonder if it's gonna be like 410 out of how many though? You know, like is it gonna be 2 million? How many more D'Angelos are they gonna make?
Right. No, that's an interesting and that's a good segue because office hours last night were popping. I did not see them in real time like I did last time, but someone, and we should actually probably credit who actually did.
Oh, on Twitter was Jacob something.
I'm gonna go to the first mint because they tweeted
Jake
it
and
out.
Bake, Buff Jake. At Jake.
Oh, looks like folks are starting to receive the gift 8 minutes ago.
Oh, we're live.
Wait, is it supposed to come over email?
I think so. I think it's one too where I'm surprised we haven't gotten an email about it, but I think it's just going to show up in your packs.
Oh, interesting.
I actually don't know that though. That was me just saying that.
This first mint says, looks like folks are starting to receive the gift. Emoji. Reminder, they will gradually be distributed to accounts over the weekend. Emoji. Prices likely to start very high and then settle after a few days. Graph emoji.
I'm going to look at the marketplace right now. See if any gifts. Oh, here we go. Look, we're going to, starting at 190 here. Let's pull up.
Throw it on the screen.
Yeah, this is good. Breaking news here at Top Shot Takes. All right, so we're seeing a CJ cereal. Here we get a little jump shot of the gift.
So these are brand new, huh?
These just came out.
And scroll up. What's the cereal?
This cereal is total out of.
Sorry. Scroll down. I mean, 8. Oh, it's the 8888. Yeah,
the 8888. So this is good. I'm excited. I better get one. Is all I'm saying.
And these are being gifted. I'm hoping. Okay, great.
Yeah, we think. Wow, Donovan Mitchell in here. Let's see if there's anything else. Here we go. That's the CJ we just saw. Jimmy Butler. There's just some nice moments in here. Some nice moments.
Okay.
We're excited about it. Well timed, Greg. The second we bring it up.
Yeah, All right. Yeah. Let's so we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get one during our stream. But if we don't, there were some updates from the office hours last night. I'm not sure if it was Roham or whoever was in there, but we can read them off because someone compiled a nice little list for us. I'm trying to click around and find it. Okay. Should I run through?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is just like probably the most topical information. The next Cool Cats drop will be early next week, potentially Monday.
Let's go.
Which
And
is
that's the
exciting.
Anthony Davis, right?
I'm this must be round 2 of the Master Challenge. We don't know yet, but and this is potentially Monday, being Monday, February 15th.
Mm-hmm.
This one we've covered. More details regarding the gift will be coming tonight, most likely. If not, then tomorrow, check your inbox. So it sounds like it is going into email.
Nice.
No rare or legendary pack drop until they have high confidence that it'll be successful.
That makes sense. Although it seems like they've had a couple of moments where, or a couple of pack drops where it's gone well. So we might be closer to one of those than we think.
Yeah, and that's what they say next. There were 3 different pack drops. What was now 2 nights ago, Thursday night, because they wanted to test 3 different things. It was a success, and they are happy with the results. So that's a good sign for rare and legendary soon.
Yeah, and I wonder too. We talked about this a little bit, right? So the hollow pack was $1,000, $999. Excuse me. I do think, because I think the rares originally were $99. I think when the rare packs would come out, and depending on the pack, you'd get 2 rare cards and then some base moments. So I think if they continue with that, I bet it's like $200 for a pack would be my guess. If you're getting 2 rares, which I actually don't think that's terrible. Like if you're getting 2 rare cards, I imagine the floor on those are going to be 200 each almost. So I don't think that's too bad.
I mean, even what we pulled from the hollow pack, like the rares all combined paid for the pack at this point.
Yeah.
And then the last nugget on packs specifically, which is the most curious for me, says they're planning on rolling out a standard tier of moments that will exist between common and rare.
I don't know what that means. I've read that like 15 times. I don't understand.
I wonder if that is, so I think the assumption is like the floor will always exist with a common moment, which will be eternally available in packs at all times, meaning they have to be minting them in real time to keep up with the demand, or they've pre-minted a crazy amount of each.
Right. Which is kind of what they did with the gift, right? The gift, it's out of 8888, but that's already been minted. Like they're not going to make any more of those.
Yeah. So they on the back end must have done the math and known, there are that many people where they'll all be covered based on the amount of moments and 8,888 existing for each. I don't know, but the standard tier, I mean, I don't know. All we can really equate it to is either the gift or like LE moments now, or those rookie moments that are out of 4,000.
Yeah.
That you can still potentially pull. I wonder if the standard will ultimately be what you can get in common packs to incentivize you to get those common packs, so you're not just paying $9 for 3 Daniel Tice.
3 Daniel Tices. I want to go back to the gift for 1 second, because as I was clicking around, I found this. So I didn't realize they're going to be doing a challenge with the gift. So if you collect all 5 moments, you'll get a pass from Obi Toppin to Derrick Rose. So this looks like it's the reward. I wonder if we can see it. Cool. Which is a kind of a nice pass to a rookie Obi Toppin. And this is Derrick. I think this is Derrick Rose's first assist with the Knicks. This must be just from the other night, because Derrick Rose just got traded back to the Knicks.
Oh wow.
And I wanted to go back and see. This is the 5 that you need to collect. So there's a Jimmy Butler, D'Angelo Russell, a CJ, which we saw, a Donovan Mitchell, and a Rui Hachimura. Shout out Rui Hachimura, who seems to be in every challenge.
So if I really wanted that reward, I would probably go pick up that Jimmy Butler that was just sitting there before they announced the reward. I
will say, though, it does seem like it is too expensive.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Look, we're gonna check to see if I want to check to see if I'm eligible right now. Check if you qualified
for the gift.
Success, baby. You will get a pack on or before February 14th. You'll love to see it.
Wait, should I try?
Yeah, you should.
So that was just a little pop-up that came up on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Check if you're eligible here. Hold on. We're going to do this. We're going to do this live.
Yeah, here, I'll take it off.
So you can see my disdain.
This is good for the pod.
Okay. So for those that are listening over audio, there's another wrapper, but it says the gift. Check if you're qualified for the gift.
Here we go, Greg. Success, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, the gift.
That
Was
gives
there-
once.
Was there a horror movie, The Gift?
Yes. Jason Bateman and Joel Edgerton.
Shout out Jason Bateman. I love Jason Bateman.
That was a creepy one. That was a creepy one.
Yeah, I won't see that movie for sure. I do like Jason Bateman, but I'm not seeing that shit.
All right, that's exciting. We're getting packs, and that's free.
Yeah, I want to share. Yeah, it's free gift. I want to share one more thing, Greg. You were talking about, collecting, like buying those. I think same thing with Cool Cats, right? Where the price immediately went bonkers. I think you wait. I think you wait a little bit and then maybe start trying to collect.
Yeah, and that's what the first mint said too. I was just saying, like, I didn't know if they had just announced the challenge, so anyone who just put up their prices and then suddenly that specific moment is in the challenge. But I'm assuming it's probably been up as long as the gift has been up.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. More packs, baby.
More packs. I'll run through the rest of these really quick. Marketing. So they have not done any marketing in the last 3 weeks. We kind of touched upon this last week, but Jacob anticipates marketing to begin sometime in March. All depends on how good they feel about pack drops. I think just the key component here is that the minute they start marketing again, the minute we'll see another huge influx of people coming to the platform. Unless you're like me and ignored Dustin when he told me about it and I saw the promoted tweet, which is entirely from the marketing.
That's
and
funny.
Then they plan on continuing to give content creators packs at cost. For example, Vegas Find 777 was allowed to buy 100 packs, and then he live streamed pack openings. People were able to buy those packs from him at an upcharge during the live stream.
That part is weird to me. I think if you're a content creator and you are, getting the packs at face value to open on the live stream. I mean, I guess by upcharging, you're still building buzz around it. That just seems weird for them to immediately turn a profit on it.
So they were, if I'm reading that correctly, they were allowed to sell the packs on their stream. So it's like, oh, I sold this one to you for $50. You're going to get all the moments in this pack.
Yeah.
I'm going to open it live, kind of like a card break.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, we're down.
We agree with this. Our packs will be going for $3,500.
Yeah. Anyone out there, all you zero viewers, don't all jump at once. A few more quick things. A player will not have two CC moments at the same time. So 2 currently circulated moments at the same time. That's interesting. So no more LeBron moments until that LeBron 3 is retired, essentially.
Right.
Or common moment, I should say.
Yeah, that is good to know, especially with those moments like that, right? Mm-hmm. It's good to know. Like, so at some point they will be minted, which I don't think this was a popular belief. Not a popular belief, but how am I trying to phrase this? That they just wouldn't mint them. Like some common ones will just continue to grow. But now we know if another moment is to come out, that one needs to close up.
Yeah. Which is good to know. The moments are going to continue to flow.
Mm.
They will not be doing something specifically for people who were less than 2,400 in the legendary queue and did not get a pack. They cannot retroactively see where people were in the queue, so they wouldn't know who to compensate. So that's just in reference to the holo pack mishap where some assholes got through without waiting in line.
This sucks. I didn't read that. I didn't get that far. I didn't know that. I again was like 2,100 or 8, one of those, somewhere in there. I honestly didn't think they were going to do anything.
Yeah,
I was hopeful they were just going to give me a cosmic.
Sounds like that's in reference to the tweet specifically where Roham said, "We will make it up to you." But
Roham, what are you doing?
I think the gift is probably the gift.
Everybody got the gift.
Well, they don't know who got through and who didn't. Neither of us got through, obviously.
What are you talking about?
Next, we got no max circulating count for Series 2. It could be millions, quote unquote. So a little counterproductive to the previous note about not there being two moments.
My understanding, right, is like Series 2 is for Season 2 of Top Shot, right?
Yep.
So they got to keep, like, I mean, we're not even at the halfway point of the season. So it seems silly for them to think about being like, all right, we're only doing 2 more series drops. You know what I mean? Like pack drops in series 2, because you're already,
Yeah. Oh no, but I think this is in reference specifically to like the serials. Like it could go up. They're saying it could go up to the millions in series 2, which I think is kind of what we expected. Our hope would be, and you can see it from 2 ways, right? Like they can either continue to build upon, and using the LeBron 3 as an example, continuing to mint that so it gets up to the millions, which will probably undoubtedly drive the value way down because there's millions available. But on the bright side of that, all of these that we're throwing back and forth now and buying will be the low. If it gets to 1 million, these serial numbers are going to look insane, and those will be
that's true.
The most valuable of the entire batch. So that's one way to look at it. The other, to your point, we're only a quarter, a little over through the season. They have to refresh the moments. Like you and I are both bored with what is on the marketplace. I'm sure everyone else is.
Yeah, I'm the hollow, and someone else made this point. I don't know if it was in the Discord or on Twitter or in a podcast, so I apologize for whoever I'm stealing this from. The hollows are supposed to represent like the best moments of the season, right? Like that is in design what they're supposed to be. And it is kind of weird that the hollows came out, in February.
And I feel real bad for Tobias Harris if his biggest moment of the season was it.
Listen, we talked about this the week we opened it. We talked about it the next episode. The value has continued to rise on Tobias Harris. Mm-hmm. We're holding, baby. We're holding. In this house, we hold.
100%.
We should have talked about that with Dustin some more, because I know Dustin was team sell.
He was, but he's come around.
He's come around. We hold.
So that's interesting to me, and I think to the point of like LeBron, they're basically saying your LeBron 3 could be one of 1 million, but if it is, that means there would have been no other LeBron moments from this season, which also seems entirely unrealistic. So
right, yeah.
So who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
3 more. The first moment badge will be added to every player's first play on Top Shot. So if a player has a common, a rare, and a legendary moment of the same play, all of those would get the first moment badge.
We love it.
Yeah, we love that. And then a lot of upgrades to searching and filtering in the marketplace are coming. No timeline given, and not likely they'll have any moments from the Olympics. Licensing is only the NBA. That was a question I did not know I had, but
but that is interesting.
It's cool. Yeah.
That's too bad. I would have loved some Olympic moments.
Yeah.
We need to get FIBA on board. Maybe I'll save this for Top Shot takes, actually, which I'm sure we're doing next.
Let's do it.
Anyways, then I'll go first.
Go first. So this is a Top Shot takes where we just shoot for the moon with what we think the future of the platform could potentially be.
And this isn't necessarily a hot take. Actually, I'm just realizing right now that the banner in the background has different letterings for hot takes. A+, Greg. A+. This is more of a demand than a hot take. We need an app. We need a Top Shot app. I want one. I want to be able to do it mobily a little bit more easily. I think it would just look cool. I need an app.
You just want to show off your collection to people on the subway too.
Yeah, that's the biggest perk about living in New York City is interacting with strangers on the subway. And finally, I have a tool to assist make those interactions, like a little more organic.
Yeah, it's perfect. How do you feel about Hardcourt though? Have you looked into that at all? What they've announced for Hardcourt?
I don't know what Hardcourt is.
They've announced, so Hardcourt, from what I know, Hardcourt is like a companion app. It's not going to be like a place you can necessarily showcase. Maybe it is, I don't know. But it's a companion app where it's going to have a gamified version of Top Shot or basketball. And the biggest comp they gave, Roham gave it the other night, is like, think Tap Sports Baseball, the Tap Sports Baseball app, but with Top Shot moments, which is interesting. And I may or may not have been on Tap Sports Baseball for the past like 5 years. It seems like they have a way of it's like play first, like gameplay first, where you're actually playing baseball and it's super simple and it's literally just like tap to swing, and then because of the good gameplay, they incorporated players that now, as of this year, you can like collect. So you can collect if you get a Bartolo Colon legendary, you can collect it and keep it, and he's on your team. This seems like they're doing it reverse. You're assembling your squad, and then eventually they'll incorporate the gameplay. I can't fully wrap my head around it. I'm excited for it, but I can't fully wrap my head around it. Like, is our Tobias Harris assist mean like you can have Tobias Harris on your team and he's good at assisting? Like, we don't, you know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that yet. Cool, innovative idea. I like that they're throwing some stuff against the wall. I mean, the worst case scenario is it doesn't work and then they get rid of it. So it's not a bad idea. I like that. But that's not what I'm talking about, Greg. I want an app that I can search the marketplace easily from my phone. I want to buy things. I want to sell things. I want an easy to queue up, getting in line for packs. That's what I'm looking for.
I agree. I feel like it's coming. Like they have to, because all of these 28,000 people or whatever lugging their laptop out when there's a pack drop just doesn't seem realistic for much longer.
And I mean, it's mobile friendly enough, like on the browser on your phone. But I come on, it's 2021. There's an app for that. You know what I mean?
I'm with you 100%. That means I need a hot take, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming you have like 4 or 5 fleshed out.
I don't know.
Silicon Valley ideas.
This isn't fleshed out too much, but I think all right. My top hot take of the week is that someday, and this is not going to happen for a long time, but I do think they need to incorporate some kind of postseason badge.
Yeah.
And this could go one of two ways. They could add it as a badge in the same way they're doing first moment or rookie year, or eventually they only incorporate postseason moments into postseason playoff finals sets, like the run it back set or the gift set. So, but the reason this stemmed from me, I was just looking at the Series 1 marketplace, and there's just no discernible way, unless you watch the clip, there's no discernible way to tell if it was from the finals or from the regular season.
I remember you showed me a Kelly Olynyk one that you said was from the playoffs, and I was like, no, I don't think so. Only because I assumed that because they had a first round pack, they had a Eastern Conference Finals pack, they had a Finals pack, so I assumed all the playoff moments were in these playoff packs. But clearly that wasn't the case, because Kelly O is available and it's a playoff moment. So that's a good call. I think that's more valuable than separate packs for the playoffs. I think it's just having a playoff moment. Yeah,
I agree. And maybe that'll be exclusive to Series 1, where there's postseason moment. Did they call it the postseason in the NBA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Postseason playoffs.
All right.
Both are fine.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's just exclusive to Series 1, where they were still figuring it out and grabbing, and obviously the 2020 season was insane. So, of course, they're going to pull more moments from the bubble footage, but or from the bubble. But, yeah, my hot take, playoff badges, make it happen. Raise that value on that Kelly Olynyk that I scooped up for $19.
Maybe that's the 4th badge we keep forgetting.
I don't know. It'd be nice.
No, I like that. I don't know if I have any other hot takes. Did I use the $1 million one? Did I already do that? There's gonna be
$1 million sale.
Yeah, I think I already used that one.
What's your time frame on that?
Well, originally it was March 1st. I got to bump that back a little bit. I'm gonna say July 1st.
$1 million by July 1st. Okay.
$1 million sale by July 1st.
We'll mint that prediction.
Yeah, one of one.
Happen. One of one. I see it. Well, I think here's the real question. Do you think this $1 million sale will be a moment that's already out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be probably a LeBron.
Yeah, definitely.
Some LeBron. It would be fun too if some nutbag billionaire was just I'm gonna spend $1 million for Daniel Tice.
Oh, please, please do bump that up. I mean, I think another fun thing that we haven't really talked about yet is just, and this has subsided a bit in the past couple of weeks, but just what was happening with Schroeder, Dennis.
Yeah.
Schroeder? Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder, yeah.
Schroeder. I noticed, because I love scooping up those $2, $3 moments from players that are okay. I noticed that Schroeder's cards or moments were someone, and I don't know if it was one person or a couple people, but we're scooping up all these $2 and $3 moments and relisting them at 100K, which is hilarious. Like, that's a hilarious thing to do, because who's going to buy a Schroeder for 100K for 100K? But then that got me thinking, like, in theory, if they scoop enough of those, if they have the financial means to scoop enough $3 moments and relist them at 100K so that no one can buy a $3 moment anymore, then that's what it's worth.
I mean, it's like our guy Holvey, whatever, I don't know, remember his name, the one buying up all the Tobias Harrises. Like, if he owns all of them, he now sets the market for what it costs to get Tobias Harris hollow.
Yeah, which makes sense for a card out of 99, because you can scoop up 98 easier than you could scoop up 14,999.
But you're not getting 99 because we're keeping ours.
That's right.
$1 million.
Be the last step in your puzzle. Hova, whatever your name is.
I don't think it's anything like that. I think there's an H in it. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Did you get a gift yet?
I didn't get my gift yet. I've been refreshing like a psycho, but I haven't gotten one yet. I keep thinking I have one, because if you scroll over packs, it's like gift, start the challenge, or under collection. I'm sorry. Like, it says newest set, but
we might have to do an emergency pod when the gift comes and open them.
I know, we really might.
Open them live.
We really might. All right, I think that's it. Did we cover everything?
That's all I got.
That's all I got too. Shout out to Dustin again for coming on. First official guest of Top Shot Takes.
Yeah.
Enjoyed his takes. Nice to talk basketball with somebody.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll have an NBA fan segment where I'll just go get a glass of water and you guys can chat.
We'll be back. Who knows? We might be back in a couple hours. We might be back in a couple days. Who knows? But make sure if you're watching this right now, you probably already subscribed to us on YouTube, but subscribe at Top Shot Takes, or on Instagram at Top Shot Takes, or at Twitter at Top Shot Takes. Follow
and send us your top hot takes.
Oh yeah. Well, there we go. Let's engage with the community.
Let's get we'll read them. We'll give you full credit, and then you can retweet it when it happens.
Yeah. Send us your Top Shot takes. We'll have you come on. If you have 3 decent Top Shot takes, we'll have a fan segment where you come on and give your Top Shot takes.
I love it.
Yeah, that's great. Look at this. We love our fans.
We do.
All right, that's it.
All right. Well, talk to you when you got the gift.
We'll see. Yeah, enjoy the gift. Shout out Jason Bateman.
Yeah.